Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do a get ready with me. I have a few new products that I really want to try out. I have the Caliray glow boosting drops. I've been using those, loving it. I've had the new Chanel Le Beige Soleil Tan in medium bronze. So excited about this one. And I also have a couple things from Subtl Beauty. I think that's how you say it. They send me some of their brushes, and then this is like a stack in here, which is kind of fun. So those are some of the products that I'm gonna use. I'm in a good mood. Andrew's making me a drink. You grab yourself something to drink or eat, or just clean those dishes and fold those clothes, and let's get started. So I've been wanting a bronzier primer, luminous bronzy primer, and I've been wanting to get the by Terry one and also the Victoria Beckham one, but that is so expensive. So I'm waiting for a sale, but this came out, the Caliray Glow Boosting Drops, and I've used this a few times and loved the effect. Now, the packaging, it's not my favorite, guys. It's not my favorite. This seems cheap, and this looks, where is it? Like it's about to open up. Also, this pipette it's cheap. It feels cheap, except the glass. The glass feels nice. But the way this, I don't know, the way it opens and the way the product comes out, it's a very messy, and yeah, I don't like the packaging. There you go. However, the product inside is actually very, very nice. So yeah, I'm gonna use this as kind of a glowy primer. I'm gonna put like, I guess 2-3 drops and rub it in my hands and then spread it on. Probably should have put it more on my fingertips, but it looked prettier on camera if it's on my palm. So right now I am quite tan. I have been going to the pool. I also had a self-tan. So I think I'm bronzier than normal, but yeah, I think that looks really pretty. I think it gives just a little bit of color. You could mix this in with your foundation, but I like it by itself. I actually wore this by itself with just a little bit of a lip product and a cheek product, and that was it. And I thought that it was really pretty. You could also build it up if you feel like you want a little bit more bronze, but I think that's really pretty. Oh, what is that? That looks fancy.
Try it.
Okay.
And see if you like it.
All right. I love that. What is it?
It's called the Stone Sour.
Okay. It looks very pretty. Oh, it's not focusing. There we go.
It's bourbon,
Okay.
orange juice, lemon, and simple syrup.
Oh, that's really good. I like it.
It's pretty simple.
It's very good though, and it looks pretty, which is more important. It says here shake it. I forgot to shake it, but before I did shake it like the other times. All right, I'm loving that product. It's not too much. It's not sticky whatsoever. It just blends into the skin really easily, and I think it does a great job. For foundation, I am going to take my good old friend Clé This is the Radiant Fluid Foundation Natural. This is in 040, and I'm going to see if this one works for me right now. I think it will because I am quite tan. So we'll see. I'm going to add just a little bit here. Yeah, I think it's going to work. Here and here. I don't want to add too much, just a little bit. This foundation is just so good, so reliable. I haven't worn a ton of like actual foundation. I've been wearing the Caliray tint, but this, if I feel like wearing a foundation, I go for this one right now because it's just so light on the skin. It gives a beautiful finish, good coverage, and I love it. Actually, it's probably my #1 foundation that I own. I'm not even using that whole pump that I put, or half a pump, because I don't need it. I don't want a lot of coverage. Another thing that I wanted to mention about the Caliray glow drops, I put them on my chest, like if my foundation's a little darker and I feel like, ooh, I need to bring that foundation down, I just add a little bit of this and just rub it on my chest. It sinks in. To me, I didn't notice it getting on my clothes, and it's just a great product. It's extremely watery. Like, you hear that? So yeah, I didn't say many details on that, so I'm just excited to get to the bronzer. So there's that. All right, moving on to this brand, Subtl Beauty. I think that's how you say it. So they sent this to me. I kind of told them to pick, you know, some of their popular products. And this is their stack, which I love this idea. I think I've seen this around here and there, but I've never tried it. So I'll show you here. So here the top, if you unscrew, wait, I screwed the wrong one. And this is a powder. It's called Shine Control Powder. Then I have here the highlighter, which I'm going to swatch everything for you. This is the eyeshadow. Oh, I love those colors. I've swatched to this, but I did not put it on my my eyes. This is the lip and cheek, yeah. And then we have a lip balm right here. And then the last one is a concealer. So yeah, that is the packaging. I actually love the packaging. I think it's brilliant, and you get so much in such a small, just contained packaging. They also send me 2 brushes, and this, again, I think this whole thing is like good for traveling and just easy. So this is one of the brushes. It goes up like that. I love the color of that. And then this is this a brush for concealer or eyeshadows? I'm not sure. It has 2 sides, and those are the 2 brushes that I got in there. I personally think I'm going to try to use these for concealer. We'll see how that works. I'm quite picky with brushes. I tend to not buy brushes unless I really know a good bit about the brand and how good they are. So I'm willing to try though. Okay, I'm gonna try the concealer. I don't know what color this is. I wonder if I screw the bottom. Okay, so there's a little tiny baby sponge that was hidden under here. That's even cuter. Okay, so the concealer shade is Arlington. I'm gonna swatch this. It's a very, very creamy, also quite thick when I pick it up. So that is the color. I think it's gonna work. It's a little bit more cooler tone, a bit light for me right now, but I think when I'm not this tan, I think it would work pretty well. I kind of want to just take my fingers to this. I'm gonna leave the brushes and just try my finger. You pick up quite a bit of product, and it's like thicker consistency. So I'm gonna add, let me look at you guys, a little bit under here. My nails are so long, I'm gonna have to cut them and like do my nails. I will take actually this because my nails are way too long right now. I'm gonna take this side that's kind of has an angle to it and see if this helps blend this out. I think the finger works better, or a bigger brush. For me, I like bigger brushes under my eyes because I feel like it spreads it easier and I don't have to spend much time blending this out. Okay, that actually looks really pretty. It's a little brightening right now for me, but I think when I'm not tan, I think this will work. It's very smooth on the skin, very emollient, and it has quite a sticky feel when you first apply it, but that blends away. I'm gonna take my Sonia G Mini Base. Oh, almost put in the bronzer. And just tap a little bit more and kind of highlight my face just a little bit so everything will just match a little bit better. I don't want my under eyes to just be very bright. Now this did not cover my dark circles. I would say that this is a good like light medium to light, light to medium coverage right now. I could try to build it up just a little bit to see what it does. I do think it's absolutely beautiful under the eyes, very seamless. I think this would really be a good on-the-go concealer. We'll see how the other products work, but I'm not bad about it. Okay, let me zoom you guys in so you can see my under eye situation. I think it looks really good. I think the concealer has a radiance to it. It's not matte. It's a very emollient, and right now I don't feel like it shows any texture or fine lines. I think it looks really good. Now, in my perfect world, I probably would put a corrector under this just so I can just have a bit more coverage, just cancel like that darkness there. I do feel the need to set this. It feels a little still tacky. I'm not sure if throughout the day it would just set, but right now I do feel the need to set it. So I'm going to take the Shine Control Powder. I wonder if this has a name. I really like this idea. It's kind of cool. The shade is Universal. I am going to take my Wayne Goss and pick up a little bit of this powder. And then make sure I don't have any lines. And powder. Okay, so that is a very mattifying, very smoothing on my pores. Do you guys see a difference here? And I feel like it added just, I wouldn't say coverage, it just evened it out a little bit because of that shine. It almost brought a little bit too much light under my eyes. And I think this kind of evened it out. Okay, so the powder is definitely more on the matter side. I don't see that it has much radiance to it. It's more smoothing because it has more that mattifying property to it. And it looks good. It's probably not a powder I will always gravitate towards because many times I'm dry. Right now, because it's summer, I'm not quite as dry, so I could definitely wear this. And I like the effect that it has. But I will be honest, I'm probably never gonna just pick this powder and not use the rest. Like if I'm gonna pick this, it's because I want to use the whole stack, or like I'm on the go or something like that. I'm not sure if I would go out of my way to, you know, take this. Actually, this, because you can like actually disconnect this. Well, then this doesn't have a top. Never mind. This has to go all together. But I can see myself taking something like this on the go because it's a very practical and the quality so far seems amazing. Let me add a little bit of the lip balm real quick to moisturize my lips. That is a very... I can taste it. I'm not sure about that. Like, I like the way it feels, but I can almost taste it. It has a, not tingly, but I don't know, maybe it's the alcohol. I kind of want to move to the bronzer and come back to this once we have the bronzer on. I will do comparison of the bronzer and ranking all the bronzers in another video. I will swatch a couple for you, mostly the old newer one, but I'm gonna do a more in-depth comparison and review and ranking of all the bronzers I've tried lately. Also, LYS is coming with a bronzer. I'm never gonna get to that video. Okay, so this is the beautiful packaging. It's obviously my fingerprints there. And then this is how it is inside. We're gonna take that off. And the most beautiful looking bronzer. I love the way this looks. I'm not sure if because I'm loving this look so much because when I got mine, it was a gift for my sister, and oh, I forgot to mention that I've used a whole one. I've completely used it up. It is the new universal color, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it, but it was the old formula. This is the new formula, and I've never tried it. I've heard mixed reviews about it. I want to see if I can find the older bronzer so I can swatch it. I'm pretty sure I threw it out because it was almost gone, but I'll try to find it. Nope, it is gone. All right, so let me swatch this. Okay. Is color right there. It feels a very creamy and a little bit slippery, and it feels not as powdery. Maybe it feels a little creamier than I remember the other one. Okay, I love that color. That is a good color. Dang, I wish I had the other one so I could compare it, but I know personally I struggle with the other color to show, like I had to work a little bit more, but this color, I think it would be beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna swatch a couple new bronzers so you guys can have an idea. All right, so these are the swatches. I never do well swatches down here because I go crooked. Anyway, lots of them, and I haven't found an actual dupe. Let's start from the top. This one right here is, I forgot. Oh yeah, this is the NARS Laguna. This is in the shade, I think it's 02, which is the original. This one right here is the new Chanel one in medium bronze. The next one is the Charlotte Tilbury Cream Bronzer in the shade medium, shade light. This one right here is the Danessa Myricks Balm in shade light 02. This one right here is the color the brand Say color light. The next one right here is the new Makeup by Mario balm in the shade medium. Next one is the Rare Beauty bronzer in the shade, which one is it? Happy Soul. That one's Happy Soul. The next one right here is the M Cosmetics, which I think this is, let's see, the color is Summer. This one right here is I think it's the Biscuit color by Westman Atelier. This one right here is the new Rose Ink. That is in the shade, let's see right here, it is in the shade Kawaii. And then the last one right here is the Fenty Butter Biscuit. I forgot to swatch some of the Patrick Ta in Tom Ford. Let me do that real quick. Okay, so this one right here is Patrick Ta in the shade like medium, Patrick Ta in the lightest shade, and this down right here is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate in 01. So these are all the cream bronzers. I think all of them that I have. I may have more, but I think these are the more popular ones. So looking at all of these, I don't see one that matches this color from Chanel. And it seems like this one, it's almost drying down more as a powder, this Chanel one. Out of all of them, I would say it looks the most powdery, but in a good way. Almost satin finish. Okay, let's apply this. I have not used this bronzer in a very long time, years and years. When I saw that they reformulated, I was about to buy it again, and then I heard mixed reviews and I was like, dang it, I don't even want to try it because that old one was my holy grail and I didn't want to be disappointed. So let's try it now. Let's see. We already have kind of a bronzer situation because the under eye is a little lighter, but let's see. This is BK Beauty 107. I've been really liking this and the Refer 05 for Queen bronzers. Okay, the color's definitely more intense than the old version, like the color Universal, which I liked that color. But like I said, it's just a little bit too light for me and a little bit too yellow. That looks beautiful. Yeah, I like the color. I think the color is really pretty. I don't see that it's lifting foundation. I remember that some people were disappointed that it was lifting foundation or it was too oily. And now when I swatched it, it felt more oily, but when I blend it in, I don't notice that. I don't notice the oiliness. I see it more as a, oh, it actually looks beautiful. It almost blurs the skin right there. I think it's pretty. I like the color. This is without and with. I love the color actually. This is probably my perfect shade. And I'm glad that I don't have to put that much because the shade is deep enough. I honestly don't really understand the negative comments about this. So far, it looks really nice. To me, it doesn't look splotchy at all. I don't have a ton of foundation, so I don't notice it lifting the foundation at all. I love the color. I love how easy it was. It was very easy to blend it in. Let me put a little bit around my nose and see if it lifts anything here. Not really. No, I really like this. I do feel like the formula is just a little bit creamier than the older one, but it's still really beautiful. If anything, I probably enjoy that a little bit more. Yeah, I think it's beautiful. All right. Okay, that looks great. Let's have another drink. If I were to think of one to compare it with, I would compare it the most with, I want to say the Rose Ink has kind of similar texture to this. It's like creamy, but it kind of sets a little bit more powdery. And it's not sticky at all. Like that one and the not Laguna maybe. I need to play with them, put them side by side, and give you my final thoughts just another day, but I love it. I think it's great. Okay, moving on to blush. This we have right here, it says a lip cheek. Let's see. I'm wondering how to put this on. I am gonna take my Refer 04 and pick this up. I didn't swatch it, did I? Okay, so that is, oh, that's a very glossy feeling. That is the lip cheek product. I wonder if I should put it on my cheek. Let's see. I do enjoy those kinds of products, so I think I could make it work. I like the color. The color is beautiful. And then I'm kind of patting it and then blending it in. I don't want it to lift the foundation, so I'm just taking it slow. Oh, that's really pretty. And so far, I don't think you lifted foundation. I do have a sunspot right there, but I didn't really cover it with foundation much. I definitely put a little bit more on this side, but it is blending in nicely. I like that color a lot. It kind of makes me feel like I'm a little bit sunburned. Like it has that orangey undertone, which is a little weird because this is, I think, called the Rose Quad. Maybe, I don't know. But I like the blush. So that is the blush, and I think it's really pretty. I love the color. This little stack is so good. And one thing that I'm not just loving is the fact that my under eyes are quite a bit brighter than the rest of my face, and I think that is making it overall look a little bit more muddy, but the under eye situation is still looking good. Like the actual product, it's looking really good, but again, it's just a little bit light for me. Let's take this and put it on our lips as well. Why not? Okay, that color is so good. I really like that lip color and cheek. I'm loving that actually. It didn't lift the foundation and I thought it looked really well. Now, the reason why I was a little confused, I don't know if they picked the colors or it comes like this, but this is the color for my eyes. And I just think my lips are very warm. It's almost that sunny bronzy look, and then this eye is a very cool tone, and I think I tried everything else except the eye, and I feel like it's just going to clash quite a bit. I will swatch these real quick because they seem like a really nice formula. So those are the two products, but I just don't want to put them on because I think they kind of clash with the lip. They seem very nice, very pigmented, very smooth, but I really don't want to do that. I will take the highlighter, which let's swatch it. It seems like, yeah, a little bit of a softer highlighter, which I love these kinds of highlighters, and it has a little bit of that warmth in it as well. So these are very pink and these seem to be working together quite well. So I'm going to put the highlighter on. I'm pretty sure you can like pick your stack. And I probably would want to pick like a different eyeshadow to go with that. Okay, the highlighter is so intense. Oh, I said that, oh, it's so pretty and soft, but like, that is not soft. Well, let me go in with my brush. No, this is not for me. This, if you like a beaming highlighter, you're probably going to absolutely love this. But I like such a soft highlighter that this is way too intense for me. I do like the color and everything. I think it's pretty. It's definitely on the warmer side, but this is very intense for me. It probably doesn't look as intense on camera as it is in person. I'm sure from far away it'll look absolutely stunning, but I never wear such intense highlighters. Kind of reminds me honestly of like the Pat McGrath highlighters, like not the baked ones, but the other one, like the nectar something highlighter. Kind of reminds me of that. All right, guys, let me go put my mascara on, put my brows on, and I'll just show you the finished look. I'm not gonna do anything on the eyes. I'm just gonna leave it like this. So this is the finished look. The mascara I've used is the MACStack Mascara, and I know this it's just hyped. To me, it's fine. It's not my favorite. I feel like it moves a lot, and so I did put it on my lower lashes, but I'm just scared that I'm gonna have raccoon eyes quite quickly. But I like it on the top lashes. Anyway, that's the mascara I'm using. And what else? My brows. Oh, that's That's boring. So let me give you my final thoughts on these products. Absolutely loving the Caliray. I think I'm gonna literally use it up this summer. I have a feeling. The Chanel bronzer, I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. If I remember correctly, I think I like this better than the old formula because it seems to be a little creamier, but it dries down. Like, it is not oily at all. It feels completely like matte, and I love the color. Maybe that's why I like it more, because it's the color, but I had zero issues applying it, and the color is perfection, literally perfection for me. Now this stack, I have mixed feelings because some of the colors were not matching, but I don't think that is the quality's fault. I think it's just people that put it together. I like the concealer. Now it's much lighter than I would normally wear, and I felt like it was looking just a little bit, not textury, but muddy. But again, I think that's just clashing with how tan I am right now. I think when I'm not tan, that color will be perfect. I like the Shine Control powder, and I think you need a powder to set that concealer. That concealer reminds me of a kind of no makeup look, and I think this whole stack, it reminds me of that. I liked the lip cheek a lot. I actually love that. I love the way it sits on the skin. I love it on my lips as well. I love that. I don't feel the need to have a lip balm and a lip cheek in here, but I think you can customize all that. Eyeshadow, I don't know. I haven't tried it. Highlighter is way too intense for me. It's a little too textury for my liking, so it's not something that I'm gonna probably use again, honestly. It looks pretty. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't usually wear a ton of powder highlighters, and if I do, they have to be the softest, barely their highlighter. But overall, I think this is a brilliant idea. Like, look how small it is, and I could probably do a full face of this. And I think it's really, really pretty. I haven't tried the brushes much, so I can't talk about the brushes, but I like this, and I don't know how much it is. I'll look that up and link it down below. And that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you had a good time. I will absolutely be doing much more in-depth just comparison with this one and a few other ones. I think I'm gonna wait for the LYS cream bronzer, because I think that would be really helpful comparing all the new ones. And yeah. Make sure you're subscribed for that future video, and like this video. Definitely leave me your thoughts and comments down below, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.